are, and we are ready to race.
DW, I see some blue sky. Next time around into turn one, over 200 miles an hour. Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Oh, it's good to be out here in California for a little racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Race number 2 here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, coming from California here. Started at 15th after the first lap. We find ourselves in 14th, now 13th, as we have our first caution of the day. Wonder who that was. Not seeing anything on the relevant. Ah, there they are. Oh, looks like it was Reagan, Gordon, Newman, maybe Truex as well. Wonder what happened back there. Well, we're going to take the caution, you take a look, and we'll catch you all back here with the green. Caution number 1. Going into turn 1 here. Ryan Newman's on the outside. I only saw how this starts, but I didn't see how it actually finishes. I just know Elliott Sadler's got a great run down on the bottom. And Ryan's working his way to go down there. And then Elliott really didn't do anything wrong. He held his line. Ryan gets caught, then Reagan hits him. And then right up in front of the 24, Almirola does hit the 24. So these 4 take the heavy brunt of it. That's why 2 of those guys right there, I can remember they're out. Anybody else? Pappas has already gotten run into. Does Truex hit him? No. Take another look. On board with car 24. This is what he sees. Just blind spot. Couldn't even see the contact. One last view, the David Reagan's view. Definitely just out of nowhere. Jeff Gordon, David Reagan, and Carl Edwards, they are the ones who are out after that first lap, or second lap incident. A lot of skid marks in turns 1 and 2, so I'm assuming it was pretty gnarly sized crash with quite a few drivers getting damaged. So we'll probably have some slow cars along the way, depending on how long this race stays green. Yeah, so green's back out. We're going to try to stay up towards the front as much as possible. I don't feel like being in the back with all that. It was pretty wild entry into turn 1. Joey's like drifting up, kind of worrying me a little bit there. We are loose on restarts, so we're going to lose a little bit of time to those guys in front of us. But I'm hoping that after a lap or 2, we could probably bring some of them back in.
Clear all around, all clear. Inside.
Vickers behind us there. What are we in now? I think we're in 14th. Yeah, we're 14th. 2:07. Wow, I got hooked on my speed, but I wasn't paying attention to my line too well. Thankfully, we were able to get the right amount of brakes applied to not spin out and not hit the wall.
Clear, clear.
Kane gets shuffled to the middle. Oh, man. I was going to try to sneak between Jamie and Casey there. Just thought better of it. We've, I think, displayed a much improved amount of patience at the super speedways, especially at Daytona. After that wild race, I still can't believe we won. That was, yeah, that was a highlight for my, for this series. Definitely goes up in the top, easily top 3. I'm not sure what all is up there with it, but well, championship and the Busch Series, or the Nationwide Series championship, I think, all run a pretty solid top of the charts. But yeah, so we're gonna just try to stay up here. Another caution. What? No one's really even dropping back. I'm not even seeing anything real dramatic on the relevant for anybody fading. I don't remember the cautions being this frequent last season. We're only like 10 laps in. Caution number 2, turn 1 again. Here's the 2 Penske teammates, Keselowski and Sam, going into turn 1 here. Brad thinks that he's clear. Ooh, they both, one went down a little bit, one slid up. And Quapple ends up getting into the back of to 12, sending him into the wall. Anybody else? I remember looking at the relative, and it didn't really look like there was a whole lot of anybody else involved. Yeah, nothing up there. Well, this could get interesting. Nope, they're going to clear him. Yeah, he's high enough up the track. Caution's already out. They should all be slowing down to get around him. Yeah, looks like that's all that was. Well, give it one more wait here. Nah, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to hit him on the backstretch. Nobody was added to the retired list, so I'm not 100% on what exactly went down, but Brad Keselowski's back there with Truex and Newman. I knew Juan Montoya would drop back just because of how he ran here in real life. He started up front. He led actually a good chunk till Johnson passed him. And then I didn't watch too much more after that. I only saw like the first 50 or 60 laps, but yeah, so I didn't think he would stay up here. So I don't think he was involved. So I'm not 100% certain what all went down, but let's try this for the 3rd time. We have 63 to go. We're already 2 cautions deep, so maybe we're getting rid of all the crap early and we'll have some green flag pit stops. That could be exciting. Casey came creeping up on my left rear quarter there. Made me a little bit nervous that he was actually going to get me. Just going to float it in. Back on the accelerator. Who is our leader? Kevin Harvick over Jimmy Johnson and Clint Boyer. Mark Martin, Kurt Busch. Scott Speed's hanging out up here in 8th. A little bit loose off that turn. Had to kind of get out of it a little bit. Biffle got a good run on me there. So he's going to work past us. Let's see if we can power back. Alright, we're okay. I was a little bit nervous about getting on the accelerator coming from the bottom there. In practice, spun around a couple times because of that, but we're able to make it stick there. I think because the tires are worn in a little bit now. It's not as snap loose like it was in practice or in happy hour. In happy hour, after we had put down about 5 to 10 laps, tightened itself up. But even after a restart for a lap or two, it's still a little bit on the snappy side, even on old tires. But we're all right now. I actually haven't run the races yet, so I can't actually really go into too much detail about them. I meant to do that before I started recording this race, but I'll start it right after this race is done. I'll post the results of any truck or nationwide races that occur before this race, which would just be truck in nationwide California, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So we'll put those top 10 results on there, because we're gonna keep track of that this season, so that way when we have our hot seat drivers going in, there's kind of like some point scenarios and whatnot going on. So we'll add that. Now the rosters for those, they'll be just basically the ones that we just used. So like when we go to Dover in the trucks, after Dover, we'll just run the Dover roster till we get to the next one, because it's a lot of work to be picking out all those files and whatnot. Like, I just don't have the time to get everything 100% accurate through this whole thing. And I mean, if we were going for 100% authenticity, well, I've basically ruined the last 10 seasons in the Cup Series, because I didn't actually race. So, yeah. So just throwing that out there. But we're just cruising along here in 15th right now. Kevin still leads over Jimmy. Those two have pulled away a bit from Mark. They are about a second, about like 8/10, 9/10 out ahead of Mark Martin. We're getting some green flag laps in, was what I was gonna say. But I thought we were about to clip that wall. I really don't want to lose the draft off of these cars in front of me, though. But I'm trying to just take it easy, because I don't know. We go 36 more laps, so yeah, it puts us about 20 to go when we'd have to be pitting at the latest, I think. So we just want to keep an eye on that, because if we have decent tires, we could maybe get away with a 2-tire stop. Maybe. We'll see. Not 100% sure on what my strategy is at the moment. We are losing time to the leaders, though, unfortunately, so without the help of a caution, it may be, it may be pretty hard to catch back up, but that could push us to maybe think about splitting this race kind of in half, just doing 4 tires and seeing what we can gain back as long as the pit stops cycle through green. I feel like that's a stretch, though. So Joey Logano, where is he running? He's 9th. He comes in here 2nd in points. Jeff Burton, he's 3rd. Great day for RCR. 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Tony, where are you at, Tony? You're 8th. Hamlin, 28th. And then we're at 15th, so that's your top 5 in points. Bobby comes in here 7th in points. It's funny because I was just emailing with Cez and going over just so she can actually get a reference of the time frame, so she'll be able to remember this. I just sent her what the Domino's car looks like for her Dirt Series car for tomorrow's Dodge County race, and we were talking about Bobby Labonte, and it's just so funny. Bobby Labonte, like, we were talking about how weird it is, like back-to-back 500s and whatnot. So we're finishing up 08 when that email was sent, so she hasn't even seen 09, let alone any of the shenanigans with Bobby throughout that season and how the 500 went this season. It's wild. I'm a little bit worried that we just don't have top 10 speed right now. We weren't top 10. We were close in happy hour. We were 11th. So we were right on the cusp of being top 10. But I feel like this is going to be a good season. And, you know, the last time a driver won the championship, the same year they won the Daytona 500, 2009, Jeff Gordon, just saying. It was a nail-biter finish, too. We had one. He won his off the top, though. I won on the bottom. So we'll see. Maybe history will repeat itself. Gordon's odds of repeating, though, are not looking very good right now with 2 DNFs this season. Since we last checked the time, we have fallen back an additional 2 seconds to the leaders. Johnson's closed it up by 0.02, and they've walked out almost about a second and a tenth on Jeff Burton in third. So I think it's going to be a Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson kind of duel. We are running unusually low for ourselves, but trying something out here. Seeing if we can get that bottom to work. So we kind of straighten it out in the center right there. Yeah, that worked out really good, actually. We didn't go all the way to the bottom, but we weren't anywhere near the top. And what I was hoping would happen has happened, so it looks like we got those cautions out of the way early. So I think we are in store for some green flag for a little while anyway. .49 to go. Makes me wonder, maybe we should have pit, because our tires, we could go, man, we could have really split this up. Had pretty good tires. Just based on how far back we have fallen from the leaders. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, so not a whole lot we can do with that information now, but last season there was just an odd trend of cautions just every like 10 laps or so, I felt like it was. So seeing 2 early cautions, can't really blame a person for thinking, hey, well, there'll probably be more. We're going to scoot around Brian Vickers there. His teammates up there, Scott Speed. So wait, 14, 13, 12, 11. Oh, so we can still make a top 10, actually. This group here is top 10. I think we're faster than them, too. Side by side, though, I always get nervous with California because they do tend to slide up the track a lot. So I always get nervous that someone's going to slide up into me, or I'm going to slide down into Vickers.
Clear.
The thing just got tight coming off of turn 4. I just had to lift out of it. I didn't want to crank the wheel because I knew lifting out of it and then cranking the wheel, forget about it. We would have gone around. Turn 2, though, it's not doing that, and it's staying really stable, so I really appreciate that. I think those are lappers. Yeah, they're lappers. So I wonder if that's going to break this group up any. And if it does, will we be able to kind of gather it back up, or will they just drive off because we don't have any draft off of them? Doesn't really seem like we're going to have to try to figure that question out, though, because everyone's held up by them. Yeah, Ryan Newman's got damage. Truex is back here, so I was kind of right about those two. Yeah, it was Truex, right? Yeah. Rudiman's been an interesting driver. I mean, I don't know too much about his career in real life, but he's had a very interesting career in this series anyway. Sometimes he's run super strong, other times he's just garbage. So it's hard for me to really say what I kind of think about how his career went without actually looking at the real life stats, because I feel like, I mean, he could have been this up and down. I believe it. So Biffle's out in front of this pack now. I'm pretty certain the tires just went yellow. Yeah, right front went yellow. I could feel it in the center. So we gotta be careful if we're gonna make this on one stop. But the problem is, being careful, I think, is gonna cost us that draft. Damn it. Alright, I gotta find a way to back this up here. Be a little bit easier going on. There we go. Let's see what that does at the line. We were a little over half a second behind Rudiman last time at the line. So I'm just trying to be a little extra gentle going into the turn. And a little extra gentle getting back on the accelerator. The handling feels fine. We caught him at a really inopportune time there. Man, we didn't lose much time at all. Who's this? Brad. Mr. Keselowski. We're gonna just stay there, get some draft. There we go. Doesn't sound like we were too aggressive on the tires that lap. 39.293. Next car in front of us, Michael McDowell. We should be able to get around him fairly easy. Outside. Yeah, Rudiman, we're only losing like clear all around, not even a tenth a lap on him right now. So, like I said, we're losing like a second this lap on him. I talk and I screw myself over so many times. We lost about a second. Damn. Yeah, the bottom's just not working like I thought it might, down through 3 and 4. So we're gonna just keep it up a lean and just try to straighten it out and just use try to hit the apex through the center lane here. Try to shoot off the turn a little bit straighter. That worked pretty decent. No draft help though. It's going to be hard to catch back up. 39.812. The other strategy we could try is just go as long as we can, let them wear down some of their tires, and then get on fresh tires. But by that point, there just wouldn't be enough time to be made up. I don't know why I drove it so far low there, but I think it's because I just took it so slow through that turn and made it real easy. Juan Montoya's right there. 39.776. Leader is Jimmy Johnson currently at the moment, by the way. Given with how we run our ratings, I don't think there's too much of a surprise on that one. Outside. We'll swing by Juan. So this should be halfway.
halfway this time.
There it is. It was a sketchy start, that's for sure, but it's definitely gotten interesting now. Maybe not Daytona Super Speedway pack racing interesting, but strategy-wise, I think it's going to be interesting to see what everyone does. Burton hung along with Kevin Harvick and Jimmy Johnson, so he's up there too. He's within a half a second. Really would like to get a top 10. The key last season was we were on a different pit strategy. I think we were off their strategy by like 10 laps or so. And it really worked out well for us at the end. We were reeling in Dave Blaney trying to go for, I think, was it going to end up being ultimately third? Because Logano pit coming to the white. It looks like there's a decent sized gaggle of cars up there. There are some lap cars, but they are getting through them. Eric Almirola, hello, goodbye.
Outside, clear.
Yeah, tire wear is not going down as fast as it was beforehand, so we definitely stopped the bleeding there by just easing up a little bit. That actually might help us in the long run too, because their tires, they might have been wearing them down. Now we're still dropping. Those cars I'm catching, they're all lappers. I saw those cars coming closer. I'm like, ooh, maybe there are a leader is in there. No, they're all lapped down. Oh well. It was fun thinking about it. Kevin Harvick to the lead over Jeff Burton. Johnson falls to third. There is someone on pit road though. My screen did a weird little pause thing. Almirola's on pit road, so it makes me wonder if they're getting ready to start cycling through pit stops. We can go 12 more laps, so we can get it down at 20 to go. But I am curious what fresh tires in comparison. I mean, we're about 2 seconds off our pace, and we are losing about a half a second a lap right now. So by that logic, we could be gaining about a second and a half. Interesting. Not sure why, but it's interesting. Marco Sembros. We're going to just wheel it underneath him here. And then work around Nemechek and Pappas.
Clear all around, all clear. Clear all around, all clear, clear.
I misjudged that. Big time. That was a big misjudge. I thought he was going to stay lower. He came up more than I thought he would. Now that he's pitting. I'm just going to go where I don't think any of you are going to drive.
Clear all around, all clear.
I'm just going to just rim ride right here on the grass. That was stressful.
inside.
Almost got the wall. Bad exit. Well, bad entry. 29 to go. I thought he was going to pit.
Inside. Stay high. 4-1. Oh, high, 6. Clear all around, all clear.
We're going to lose spots by staying out, but I want to play the see if a caution comes out game. And if it doesn't, when we come down to pit, there'll still be 20 to go. We can make up a lot of time on 10 laps fresher tires. I mean, we're going to have to make up a lot, I know that, but I think this is the strategy. It was either short pit them or stay out. Pitting with them I don't think was going to give us any benefit of trying to gain any time. So we're going to just woe it down. We're going to just kind of dig here. Might as well get everything we can out of these tires before we kick them to the curb. Could be on a completely terrible strategy here, but we're going to see how this plays out. We've gotten lucky on the strategy a couple times. Maybe we'll get lucky again here. Who knows? That puts us into 10th. So the leader's pitting this time. We should be able to get the lead in the next 1 to 2 laps, I think. I almost stepped on the gas a little bit too early there, but we're all right. Yeah, we'll probably get the lead the next time by, I think.
Good job.
Come down here, see an all green car. I'm pretty sure it's Kyle Busch. Yeah, it is. Trying not to hit the wall. Whoa, we got traffic. There's Rudiman, Vickers, and Speed. Yeah, we're the leader now.
Clear. Real good work. Left those guys behind, buddy. Just hit your marks. You'll run away from them. Inside.
I doubt we'll run away from one spotter. I know it's not the best of strategies, but it was a crappy last-second audible decision. I would like to take it at just 1 or 2 more laps if I can. I mean, we can go 4, it says, so. I just would like to believe that we can handle 22 to 23 laps of just give it all you got without killing our tires. But I know that the leaders are coming up to get their, well, the guys who would be taking over the lead. They're going to be coming up here. They're not a lap down. They'd be for position. How far back is Harvick? He was 14 seconds. He's now 11, so he gained 3 seconds on me that lap, which makes sense because I'm about 3 seconds off my fastest lap. We'll bring it in. I am. Relax, spotter.
3900 second.
Alright, so we started 15th, so where are we out on pit road? Pit stall. I think I see it. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, 4 tires and fuel. And the driver's gonna take a sip of water real fast. Alright, get back up to 55. Alright, so I'm curious. I'm glad we at least led some laps. There's Jimmy, so I'm pretty certain we're a lap. Is there any big groups coming? Yeah, Kurt Busch, Clinton Boyer, and Mark Martin, they're coming up here. Maybe we can tag onto their pack.
Clear all around, all clear.
We just gotta keep it under control at first. We do have slightly fresher tires than this group up here, so 20 seconds, so we lost 7 spots. But we at least led a lap, got some bonus points. The spots lost doesn't really make up for those bonus points, but we'll see what happens. If a caution or something were to come out, maybe well, we'd be off the lead lap. We'd have to not pit, get a wave around, but we wouldn't have to pit maybe. So we would be able to make up some time there. This thing on fresh tires, it goes anywhere. Including sliding like a 4-wheel slide, it feels like, to the wall. Good Lord, this thing kind of felt like it was walking. But it digs through 3 and 4. Let's see. There's a lot of cars up ahead that we could possibly catch as these leaders lap them too, so I gotta keep that in mind. Not a normal, like I've said before, I mean, I'm not normally the driver you'll find on the bottom, but it seems to be working right now. We've had to change our lines so much throughout this race, I feel like, to find something that can accommodate us. I just don't know why. I've really felt like going down low and racing from there, and it seems to be working okay. This is Max Pappas, right? Yeah. And then Quapple's right in front of him. He's going to be for position. Wasn't certain where Pappas was going to put his car, so we're going to just try to slide under and slide up. Perfect. We'll just go to the outside of Quapple here. Did heat at the line with Quapple, but we'll get that spot. Now we have Mike Bliss next. Leaders have lapped up to 15th, so yeah, this long green flag run is definitely hurting a lot of us.
Stay low. Clear.
But we're kind of keeping up with these guys up here. Again, there's a disparity on tire wear, and they also have some slow cars in front of them, which is helping us kind of stay with them, I'm pretty sure. Ryan Newman, heavy damage to the back end.
Clear.
We're going to get around him fairly easy, and our next car for position would be that 36 Blue Wave, right? Blue Wave, Big Wave, something Wave. Wave by.
Outside.
Wave Energy, that's what it is.
Clear.
Make that pass. A little loose, we're okay. Let's see if we can lock on to Clint Boyer here. Try to track down the next car, which would be David Gilliland, who's 2 seconds up the road. We're kind of reeling in. Yeah, we are. We're kind of reeling in Clinton Boyer here. Up front, it is Kevin Harvick, by the way. He's got about a 2 3/4 lead over Jeff Burton and almost 3.5 seconds over Jimmy Johnson. So if this stays green, Harvick looking like he's going to finally break into the win column for the first time in, I think, 2 seasons.
Outside. Clear.
Ooh, Kurt Busch moves up and almost gets Clint Boyer. So Clint gets around the outside of Kurt, so he probably had to whoa it up for a moment there to not get hit. Well, things aren't going perfect, but they're not going terrible right now, I suppose. These guys, how far behind are they? They're 7 seconds behind the leader, so we're only 7 seconds behind first. I mean, I don't think we're going to catch them by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not so much about catching the leader as it is catching the cars left in his wake as he laps them.
Outside.
We actually will probably go under Kurt here, maybe. Well, no, but we're going to stay behind him here. We're chasing the one car of Jamie. He's 2 3/10 up the road. You're trying a different setup from last season. This one doesn't stay as loose on restarts as long as the other one I feel like did. And it definitely does handle a little bit better middle to bottom instead of middle to top. What are we now? Wow, we gained 8/10 on him. Start in high and just kind of shoot down and see if we can get some speed down this back straightaway. Try to gain even more time. We were 2.3, 2.4 last time at the line. We're now 1.6 to Jamie. With Jamie McMurray comes Regan Smith and Sam Hornish, and then that's the end of cars off the lead lap, actually. Jeff Burton's fallen back to almost 3 seconds behind Kevin, while Johnson's actually got it down to 2.7 or 2.8. So those two might end up linking up and actually catching Kevin Harvick before this is all said and done. Race Kurt hard. Kurt's probably saying the same thing I'd be saying right now, which is, why is this lap car racing me so hard? 100% get your point.
Clear all around, all clear. Outside. Clear.
That black car, what is that? Regan Smith, looks like he went up pretty high to Sam Hornish. Kurt, hang on, buddy. I'm trying to clear a hole for you to get there.
Outside. Still there.
See, here you go.
Still there. Outside. Still out there.
There you go, buddy.
Clear.
Follow me. See? I'm your friend. So that will put us as the first car a lap down now, so we would actually even qualify for Lucky Dog. I believe. Is that next car up there? Yeah, that's Kozlowski. He's multiple laps down. Yeah. Oh, no. Paul Menard's the next car. He's 9 seconds off the road. Oh my gosh. Wow, he is way up there. I don't think we're going to gain... Well, it's like 8.5. I don't think we'll make up 8.5 seconds though in 6 laps.
Outside.
Short of a miracle.
Still out there. Clear.
Kurt Busch seems to have lost this group a little bit here.
5 laps left.
So maybe he just couldn't hang. Or maybe I ruined his day. One of the two. He does need a good run though. He was one of the cars knocked out in Daytona. Got a good run up here coming up to Clint Boyer. We are making up some time, but I don't think it's going to be enough to catch Paul Menard. Harvick's pretty well. Wow, it knocked off about a second. Harvick, though, he is pretty well placed for a win.
Stay low.
He's still about 2.5 seconds to the good up front.
All around, all clear.
Go ahead, Kurt. I softened him up before you take the spot.
Inside. Still there.
Well, I'm not gonna just hand it to you. You gotta get it. All right, I'll move him up if I can. What are we at now? Yeah, we didn't make up that much time that lap, so I think we're pretty much gonna settle for 16th. So our strategy only costs us realistically only 1 spot,
Still there.
which I can live with. Oh, we are leaning on Clint Boyer there a little bit.
Inside.
Go, Kurt. I did that for you.
Stay high. Still there. Stay high. Clear, clear.
I'll try to help you, Kurt. You're one of the few Dodges out here still, so I might as well work
Clear,
with you.
right there, 2 to go. 7. Outside. Clear.
Did he get around? I know it's hard to pass Kevin Conway right now, but oh man. Yeah, we have no skin in the game right now with these cats, so we're just driving. It's gonna help Kurt, but he's not catching back up. Plus, it's just nice to pass cars sometimes. Yeah, we're just gonna use up everything this old girl's got left in her on this final lap. Swing down to the bottom.
3 wide. Outside.
I think we got a shot at getting underneath Robbie here, but it's Robbie Gordon, so who knows what he's gonna do.
3 wide. Clear all around. All
There you go, Kurt. See, I knew I could help him.
outside. Still there.
Denny.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
Yellow comes out as we're coming to the caution, or the checkered. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was Paul Menard who spun too, it looks like. Yeah, it's Paul Menard. Go figure. Well, that'll do it from California. Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, Jimmy Johnson, Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Kurt got him, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Tony Stewart, and Greg Biffle are your top 10. We're going to come home on a cool 16th. So, yeah, Friday will be Las Vegas, and tomorrow will be Dodge County for the Action 46 Dirt Tour. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Whoa, Ambrose got banged up. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. And until next time, have a good one.